Please continue, ma'am.
Yes. So, in the economic front, they really suffered. The cities, the people. In which way? So, as a part of non-cooperation movement, they boycotted even foreign goods. They boycotted foreign goods, liquor. Yes, they picketed, and foreign cloth was burnt on bonfires. But what happened? Gandhiji and other leaders, they encouraged to buy khadi. They encouraged people to buy khadi. Correct? Yes. But here you have to note one thing. Khadi was very, very expensive, children. All people could not afford. And they boycotted foreign goods. Merchants and traders refused to trade in foreign goods. And what happened? They started discarding imported cloth. And the khadi, that is the handloom cloth, they started milling the handloom cloth. It was good. It was good, no doubt. No doubt. But it was very, very expensive. Poor people could not afford to buy it. Okay. Then there were not many institutions also that it would suffice. See, no doubt, they boycotted the foreign cloth. They boycotted foreign goods. They started promoting khadi, cotton, but we did not have enough mills. First one, very expensive. Two, we did not have those many mills. Those many mills. They did not have, our Indians did not have alternate institutions. They were, it was slowly picking up. So, people could not resist themselves. They had to buy foreign goods because we did not have alternatives in India. So, they had to buy. They had to buy. And with this, what happened? People in cities lost that seriousness in the cooperation, non-cooperation. They lost the seriousness. Slowly, they started withdrawing from non-cooperation movement in the cities. Because they had financial crisis with this. And not only that, the foreign trade fell. Finance have become a problem. So in cities, they lost that seriousness in the movement. So in cities, they could not take this movement forward. But this non-cooperation movement spread to the countryside. Spread to the countryside. That means in villages. In cities, slowly it was withdrawing, but in villages, it spread to the countryside. It spread to the different parts of India. Spread to different parts of the India towards the countryside. Children, yes, I told you, non-cooperation That is the response for Swaraj. So in different parts of the country, everybody wanted Swaraj. Everybody wanted independence. But their meaning of independence was different. But all this was part of Indian freedom struggle. All this, whatever they have done, whatever agitations they have done, whatever activities they have done, that was all against the British rule. So this non-cooperation movement, those started in the middle class, by the middle class in the cities, even though it lost its importance in the cities, but it spread to the countryside, that is to the villages. For example, in Audh, yeah, the peasants, they started this non-cooperation movement under the leadership of Baba Ramchandra. Baba Ramchandra, he worked as an indentured laborer. Okay, so they were indentured labor, you know, they were taken to different country. They were forced to work there. So like that he worked and he returned to India with great difficulty. So he started this non-cooperation movement in Audh, peasants, that is farmers. So the Audh peasants, the Audh farmers, they started non-cooperation movement under the leadership of Baba Ramchand. Why did they started this non-cooperation movement against the landlords? You know, landlords. Why did they start this non-cooperation movement in North against the landlords, against farmers? Why did they start? Begar. You know, they were made to work. They were begar. Means what, children? The farmers were forced to work in the landlord's land without payment. Without payment. The landlords used to not give them payment. They were simply made to work in their land. Simply. They used to work without any payment. And they had no right. They had no right on the leased land. So the landlords used to give farmers piece of land. Okay. They were cultivating the land. They were cultivating the land for the landlords without any payment. They were given only some kind of crop to eat and survive. That's all. And whatever land they were cultivating, they had no right on the piece of the land. Piece of the land. So just imagine the fate of the farmers. They used to work, they used to cultivate on the piece of the land. They had no right on the land and they were not given any payment. Begar means without payment, they used to cultivate the land. Was it not an oppressive rule of the landlords? So they all wanted to do social boycott. So in Awadh, along with the farmers, even the other people also joined the hands. Who are the other peoples in our Dobis? You know, children, Dobis? They said we are not going to work. Bandis, the other people, no, scavengers, Dobis, they also said, no, we are not, we are going to socially boycott the landlords. They joined hands with the peasants. Barbers, washermen, they all deprived landlords. They said, along with the farmers, even we are not going to work. We are not going to work. We are not going to support. We are not going to extend our services to the landlords. You are able to understand, children? Yes. So, then Jawaharlal Nehru, you know Jawaharlal Nehru, he was also a freedom fighter, right? Then, when he also was touring the country, he happened to come to Awadh and he started, Audh Kisan Sabha along with Baba Ramchandra and few others. So they fought against the landlords. Their non-cooperation movement was against the landlords because of their oppressive measures, not paying them, looting them. It's a kind of a looting. Okay, and on the top of it, they were not giving payment. They forced the farmers to cultivate the land. Without payment, they were working. And on the top of it, they had to pay, tax also. They had to pay the tax. So, they were against the landlords. So, Jawaharlal Nehru, with the help of Baba Ram, they started Audh Kisan Sabha also. So, Gandhiji started, he also started, he came there and they started the non-cooperation movement. So, for all of them, Mahatma Gandhi, was like a god, I can say. So, whatever he said, so they used to follow him. They looked at him as a Mahatma, the incarnation of God. So, because Gandhiji was moving from one place to another, different parts of the country. So, everywhere, Mahatma, everywhere he was going, he was solving the problems of the people. He was talking, he was showing solutions. So, they were all looking up to Gandhi for solution as Mahatma, savior, I can say. So, that is how the non-cooperation, movement spread to the countryside. During such period only, so all the leaders in their places also, they got motivated and they started this non-cooperation movement in the countryside. So, same one such peasant movement, Vallabhbhai Patel, yes, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Yes, he also started in Bardoli, Gujarat, Gujarat state. Yes, Bardoli was a taluk in Gujarat state. So he started. So inspiring, each leader inspiring the other. So he started against the landlords, same, because there also they were paid, they had to pay land revenue, high land revenue. So Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, yes, he started, non-cooperation movement, peasant movement, that is farmers movement in Bardoli, Gujarat. Okay, yes, Bardoli Satyagraha. Please note, children, in 1928, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he led the peasant movement in Bardoli. Okay, against the land revenue. And yes, and this movement, when Vallabhbhai Patel started this Satyagraha movement, or the non-cooperation movement we called Bardoli Satyagraha, it gave lot of momentum. It became very popular, very popular. And, this Bardoli Satyagraha or the movement which Vallabhbhai Patel got lot of good response, and everybody had sympathy for the peasants. So this was creating more and more agitation against the Britishers. More and more. They were becoming more and more aware of the colonial government. Okay, more and more. So the same kind of inspiration the people of Andhra Pradesh, also derived. They also got inspired by these movements of non-cooperation in the different parts of the country. So you know about the non-cooperation movement. So this movement inspired the Andhrites also. In Andhra, Gudam Hills of Andhra Pradesh. Yeah, you must have heard about Alluri Sita Ramaraju. Correct? Yes, children. Correct? Have you heard about Alluri Sita Ramaraju?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, he started. Yes? Guerrilla movement, militant guerrilla movement he started in the forest regions. Correct? Against the colonial government. Why in the forest areas? See, non-cooperation movement by farmers because of land revenue, because they had to pay tax. The peasants were not given payment even after cultivating crop. They were only given some kind of in kind to just to survive. So, yes, the non-cooperate, the peasants. But why the Gudam, why the tribals were not happy? Why they also got inspired? Tell me, why? Why they wanted Swaraj? What did it meant for them? Because the Britishers, the colonial government, closed large forest areas. Okay, children. Why? Because they were doing other activities in the forest. Usually, the tribals, how did they survive, children? Tribals, what was their livelihood in forest? They used to collect the products. The tribals, they used to collect the products, fruits. Yes, all the forest products they used to sell. They used to live on the forest products. They used to take the cattle for grazing in the forest. They used to collect fuel wood. They used to collect fruits. And the tribals used to survive on the forest products. But what happened? The colonial government, the British government closed forests. People were not allowed. The people were not allowed into the forests. They were reserved. They reserved the forests. People were not allowed to enter the forests. So, Alluri Sita Ramaraju, under his leadership, they started the non-cooperation movement. They fought against the Britishers. They didn't want it. They wanted freedom from this. They wanted freedom to go into the forest, take their cattle, honey. They used to collect honey, right? Yes. So they were deprived of this freedom because they were doing all unwanted activities in the forest, the colonial government. Because, children, India had rich forests, and in the forest, we had plenty of sandalwood, teak, the best wood in the world India had in its forests. So they forced people to close the forest. They closed, acres, hundreds of acres of forest. They were not allowed, the people, the tribals, and they used to export that costly wood and the products to the foreign countries.
Ma'am,
So they
excuse me.
used to make.
Kamala ma'am is waiting. How many more minutes do you need?
Hello?
To conclude it, to summarize,
Yeah.
how many more minutes you need, ma'am? Shamla ma'am is waiting for her class.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, still this non-cooperation is a very big topic,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will carry on in the next class, ma'am. No issues.
Thank you very much.
But I request you, ma'am,
No.
next week, try to give me both Saturday and Sunday 1 hour, ma'am.
Okay. So
Please.
that test you planned for Saturday, you will keep it the next week, ma'am?
Yes.
They need a little more time.
Yes.
Need
Because this non-cooperation movement,
yeah.
I cannot hurry up, ma'am, because there are so subtopics in this non-cooperation movement, actually.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, children. Ma'am, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Children, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So please
Yes, ma'am.
see, now you understood how lengthy is non-cooperation movement?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes. So non-cooperation movement took different strands, different non-cooperation. There were different movements in different places. Non-cooperation. Okay, it is not one movement. Okay, non-cooperation movement is a big movement. In that, non-cooperation means not supporting. That means non-cooperation means no support, not giving support to the Britishers. Whatever they were doing, our people were not supporting. That is non-cooperation. So this non-cooperation had lot of movements took place in this as a part of non-cooperation movement in different parts of the country, in different ways. You're able to understand? Yes? In each part of the country, how it was different? The non-cooperation movement? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
You're able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you may get a question. How non-cooperation took forward in Gudam Hills of Andhra Pradesh, or in Assam, or in Oudh, like that. So it's a part of the all these movements are part of non-cooperation movement. Okay. So still we have small such movements in Assam, Swaraj, in plantation workers. Okay, then Chori Chora incident, all that, right? We'll continue. But my humble request is, please go through the chapter. Please go through the chapter. And if you have any doubts, please, I'll be very happy to clear your doubts. You can please get back in the next session. And once again, I'm telling you, please take my number. Whenever you have doubts, I've been telling you, whenever you have doubts, please try to contact me. We are always there to support.